Good day. Today is packing day, and we're out of here. So I'm in the PMQ, and the camera's about to die. The power has been shut off in the PMQ. I feel like Ashley jumped the gun on canceling the power. So now we have no power in here for the next couple days while we have the movers come. It's still winter time, so we need heat in here so things don't freeze. And then the march out is Thursday. Anyways, aside from I'm starting to get cold and she has the truck and I'm alone and I have no phone or anything, things are just great. Now let me show you where we're at here. So, as you can see, the movers were here. I had some Subway. Alright, so that last battery just died. Now I have this little other camera, the cheaper camera that we had before, and I'm going to just walk around and show you what the place looks like now that it's all packed up. I'm already off grid because there's no power in here, and I'm alone, and I have no truck or phone. So Ashley better get back soon. So I had some Subway. Luckily I got that before Ashley left. Never knew that the power was planned to shut off. I'm probably going to complain about that the whole time in here. But anyway, we got her all packed up. The black cat is like sketched straight out. The gray cat doesn't care. And neither does Tracy. Oh my land, look how cute she is. Sleeping like a baby, because she is a baby. What it was, I seen this here blinking. And this is like the ventilation humidifier. So I've seen it blinking. I was like, why that's blinking? It was blinking because the power got shut off. So she's all packed up. All of her stuff's in boxes. Except this big mess of a pile. So since I don't have a cap on the truck, and tarps just aren't going to be able to hold everything down, I think we got to rent ourselves a small U-Haul to carry the rest of the stuff. At least we can tow it, so it shouldn't cost us too much, and that'll be on our own bill because that's not included in the move for them. But yeah, our life is in boxes. Another thing, if you got to use the washroom now that she left, you got 2 flushes, and I've already used one of them. Because there's no pump to pump water back up. It's also below zero outside, so we're going to have to go tell housing to turn power on for them or something so they don't have frozen pipes. There's the gray cat exploring. She's been through enough moves to know what's going on. This is where the cats were quarantined while they moved. There's another little pile that we're taking. I turned the light on, but there is none. And there's our bedroom, all packed, ready to go. It's like that song, right? All packed, ready to go. Something, 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 something. Sammy's room all packed up. Man, I tell you, I am happy that this is happening. Let's take a walk downstairs. Because I have nothing but time to kill. Because I'm bored. And she's gone to a doctor's appointment. Good timing, eh? So hopefully you can see something down in the dungeon. There's the weight area all ready to go. Got all the weights packed except what's on the tree. I don't really know why they didn't pack that, but don't know. I actually had weights one time. They didn't wrap them or anything. Those like the big steel plates, like those black ones over there. and they were all rusted to crap. They ended up having to pay to refinish them. Didn't hurt the weights none, but they were new at the time. That was 12 or 14 years ago. So it's all in boxes. I made sure to jam my tools in the corner there because I'm going to need those for building. We have a lot of the other tools already down there, so that's not a problem. I'd say it's weird, but man, to be honest, we're getting pretty used to this. We've moved a lot. A lot. We said in our 30 facts about us how we've moved to, I think we lived together in 10 different places. And even before we got together, we'd moved a lot too. But just in those 5 years, we lived in 10 different places. This is going to be 11. Hey, Gray. So I'm just walking around in here. Sorry for the poor lighting again, because it's, and I'm really tired. So I barely slept last night. What else is new? But I got time to go. So I think I'll just keep running this camera and talking. But something. Maybe I'll get show you my hunting rifle or something. I was going to refinish one of them, which I don't have here anyway. Yeah, I do have it here. Just an old rifle I got. I was going to re-blue it, but I can't re-blue it without running water. So I'm already living off grid. It's a nice little test day to see how it's going to work out. And right now, I wasn't ready to do it, so it sucks. So this is like a lesson right now in what it's like when you lose your power and you have nothing. No phone, no internet, no running water, no food, no contact. What am I going to do? And what are you going to do if it happens to you? For real though, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Tell me in the comments below. Since I have time to talk about some stuff right now, and I'm just for fun, not being like some crazy person here, but it is a real thing to think about. But what would you do if, you know, I'm sure some of you have taken precautions and are prepared for it. But what would you do about running water if it just stopped working? What would you do? I'll say internet, why not? I know you can live without internet, but just pretend it lost. I mean, it's hard to really think about it until it happens, because I wasn't really thinking about the power going out here today, honestly. And then it did, and now it's weird, because all the stuff's packed. I don't even have the books out or anything. Like, I have maybe a book. I could probably rummage up a book over there. Yeah, I see one right here. I actually see the Encyclopedia of Country Living, I think it's called, and it's by Esther Emery of Fouch Family Off Grid. It's her mother who wrote that. I have that over there. I'll show you that while we're talking on this subject, off-grid subject and whatnot. But what would you do with no running water? No power, no internet, no heat. Gets cold up here. What else? Water, heat, food, nothing to keep your stuff cold or good. I ate the only sub I had. So, maybe get myself out of that window. Man, I look brutal right now. I am tired. What would you do with all that? All those things? Any of that goes away. Let me know in the comments below. What would you do? The power shut off. You lost water. You didn't have that stuff provided just for yourself. Or do you have it provided for yourself? Do you have your own water source? Do you have your own power source? Do you have a means to keep things going if they shut down on you? If people cut the power? If what do they call those things if they... Like if a nuke got dropped somewhere and then an EMT or not an I can't remember what it's called. But you know what I mean? And then all the electronic devices would be shot. Do you have things in place that's not going to matter? You're going to be able to heat things. Do you have food saved? You know? it really makes you think. It made me think just this one, just being stuck here right now with it for like, I've been an hour, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm fine. I have some things here, but I just say I wasn't in a town. I didn't have anything. And I was on the grid originally, but then it got shut off and I had solely relied on that, right? I'm not saying that I don't think there's anything wrong with being on the grid, but I think we all need a backup source. We need a heat backup, some food backup, and you need water. You need those things. You can rely on people for them for so long, but you have to be able to have a backup in case you lose them. For anybody, in a subdivision, in an apartment, all that, right? So let me know, again, comments below what you guys all think of that. I'm going to show you this book. I honestly haven't gone through it a whole lot because I still have the internet here, so you get spoiled, you can just type in what you want. But I will start going through this book more once we go off grid. And I have lots of books that I haven't read yet. I've read a lot, quite a few, but I've slowed down. I never had the internet until I got married, so that was about 5 years ago. And then now I slowed down on reading and everything, but we're not going to have the internet on a day-to-day basis. We're still going to do videos and go to town and upload and chat with people and stuff like that. Just not going to have it at the house at our fingertips all the time, so we'll be able to start reading more. Anyway, enough of my talking. Well, I'm going to keep talking while I look at this book. So let's look. So here it is, the Encyclopedia of Country Living. And it is by Carla Emery, and that is Esther Emery's mother, I believe, of Fouch Family Off-Grid. And they're off-grid too. I'm sure if you're watching us, you may already know who they are. If not, well, they're another off-grid channel. A heck of a lot bigger than we are. But we're not on the property yet. So, we got lots of room to grow. We've been on YouTube for like 3 or 4 months. So this is it. So let's look. This is what it is. I'll read some to you. The original manual for living off the land and doing it yourself. Find and buy your own plot of land. We already have that. Site and build a house or cabin. Create a vegetable garden. Log your land. Build a barn. Raise chickens, goats, pigs. Mill your own flour. Pickle vegetables. Make blueberry pancakes. Wild blueberry pancakes. Sharpen an axe and all your knives. Prune a tree. Make hay. Stock a fish pond. Deliver a baby. My goodness. Grow your own coffee. Learn basic beekeeping. Forage for wild food. This is the 40th anniversary edition. So she wrote this quite a long time ago. It's a pretty thick book. Look at the size of this. The original manual of basic country skills and wisdom, packed with old wisdom as well as up-to-date websites and mail order sources to make country living easier. If you're dreaming about moving back to the land someday, or if you're already there and want to live more self-sufficiently, wherever you may be, you'll want this Encyclopedia of Country Living. Okay, there's a whole bunch I could read there. There's some more things it says. Living off the land, grow your own food, build a cabin, grow mushrooms, milk goats, understand soil. I don't understand soil. Make organic bug spray, cook egg noodles from scratch, drive a tractor. Make food from milk. Treat your family with homemade remedies. Create homemade furniture polish. Calculate harvest yield. Cope with weeds and pests. Plant a tree. Make fruit leather. Cultivate a rice paddy. Master old-time harvesting technology. Build a straw stack. Make raw tomato spaghetti sauce. Try new rules for canning. Learn first aid for snake and spider bites. Make 20-minute cheese. Cut down a tree. Build a mud oven. Master basic veterinary skills, tap a maple tree, build irrigation systems, make green manure, understand earthworms, cook dandelion blossom fritters, can, dry, and preserve food, birth piglets, oh my goodness, calves and lambs, harvest food, make your own bread, light your table with candles you made, feed your livestock, use medicinal plants, manage a herd of cattle, raise chickens. So there's the price, $35 here in Canada, $29.95 in the US of A. Sasquatch books. Carla, let's read it anyway. Carla Emery, I got time. Carla Emery first started compiling the Encyclopedia of Country Living in 1974. That's 7 years before I was born, and continued to improve, refine, and update it through 10 editions. She traveled the country, enthusiastically teaching the skills for living independently off the land. Find your place in the country, planting and planting, garden, raising animals, living the self-sufficient life. Whether you live in the city or the country or anywhere in between, this is the complete practical guide to living well and living simply. Excuse me. So there you go. And let's just open a random page. Homemade olive press. There you go. Let's go to 3 pages. What's this one? Tomato info and resources. It's like playing roulette with Carla Emery's book. Super sweets. Single tree. About cutting up. Butcher knife. Steel. Skinning. Boning. Whitestone. So anyways, all serious, this is a pretty cool book. It's got a ton of information in it. I think that's enough looking at that book for now. It's a good book though. Looking forward to it. Got a new tripod came today. Pretty cool. Got a couple new mics last week. Not even using one now. Sunbright. What time are we at? Man, I'm killing lots of time, but I'm almost 12:30, so she should be home soon, I hope. Alright, now I'm just hanging out by the window again so I can get some light in here while I wait for my wife to get home so we can leave here and go to the hotel. You know what sucks is I don't know how long ago, about maybe a half hour ago, or probably a little longer than that, an hour or so ago, I had a buddy of mine who was going to stop by to say his goodbyes, but everybody was in here and we were packing and it was busy and it didn't look like there was going to be any downtime whatsoever, so I told him that I'd just get a hold of him later. Ha! Well, funny story, I'm now completely alone with no resources, kinda. And there's nothing to do. And I wish I had told him to come over now. But it didn't. Isn't it funny how life works? Man, my nose has been stuffed up, I feel like, for like months. The black cat is just roaming around. She knows too. They know. They're not too bad traveling for cats. Like she'll usually hide underneath in the back seat, the truck seat. And the gray cat used to be really good at traveling, but now she gets nervous and she'll like foam at the mouth. It's actually kind of crazy. But we're not driving real long distances this time. We're going about under 500k each way, because that's how it works with the army. You're only supposed to travel like 500k a day. So I'll travel to just the other side of Montreal. Then I'll travel to Edmonton, almost said Edmonton, Alberta. Edmonton, New Brunswick. And then the next day after that we'll be done. So we'll go probably to my parents at first so that we can go up and see how the property's making out without the dog, 2 cats and the baby with us. And then we'll go see how it's, how much snow we got there. Sounds like, according to the neighbor, there's a couple feet still, which may sound like a lot to some of you guys, but to us, that's not too bad because you get way more than a couple feet there during the winter. So if there's only a couple feet left, that's good. It's pretty much all gone out here, but you know. All right, since I'm killing time, let's do an unboxing of this here. I'd set my camera on a tripod, but I think this is a tripod. So let's see. We'll go find a knife. Should be lots of knives available. I know I definitely kept a couple of knives out that I might need. Hey, there's that amazing phone. That's like the toughest phone in the world right there. It's our backup. Where in the world can I find a knife in this mess? Alright, I found a fillet knife. This'll do. You feeling a little better, Black Cat? She's doing alright there now. A little panicky. Earlier. You're alright, bud. Alright, let's set this somewhere so you can see it. Alright, so I dropped my tripod recently, so I broke this. And that's exactly what it is, a new tripod. I can show you what broke in the other one, but I can't find it. So it's a Ravelli APLT for 61-inch lightweight aluminum tripod with bag. Includes universal smartphone mount. Cool. It was pretty cheap. So that's a good thing. Remember a guy I used to do roofing with? He used to say, always cut towards your chum and not your thumb. Because you can always get a new chum. So I gotta do. Smells like something. So there it is, aluminum legs, lightweight tripod. Little level right on it. Comes with the carry bag, quick release, folded, extended. Cool. And the best thing, it was cheap. This thing kind of smells like mothballs, honestly. Comes with a bunch of free paper too. It's weird. On Boxing Day, that we're boxing right now, I'm doing an unboxing. That's crazy. Alright, so came with that. I'm assuming that's like a little screen white deal. That's one mount. There's the top to it. And there's the tripod. Just tightens down like that. Cool. And it's lightweight. It is light. So I'm going to set it up. Almost cut my finger off on it. I'm going to set it up and see how it holds the camera. We'll put the cheap camera on it. The other one's dead anyway. I get no power to charge it. So, let's see. Hey, look at that. There's even a little hook. You can hook it somewhere. Alright, so while I was doing that tripod, on top of everything else, this thing, the card was full, so I had to take it out and sort it out. So anyways, there's the tripod standing, but forget about the tripod now, because somebody is finally back.
Hi.
There's no power in here.
There's no power. I disconnected it as of the 8th.
Well, there ain't no power.
Because I wanted it on for the March out and the clean and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You sure you told him the 8th?
Yeah?
Because 'Cause it's off now. Might want to call them back. I've been here with no phone, no power. It was starting to get cold, and the pipes will freeze if we have no power. And I'm off grid now. I've been talking to them for a long time and filming this. You don't realize how much you rely on it till it's gone. I had no internet, no phone, not a darn thing.
That sucks.
Did you tell them?
I did. I'll call them right now. Well, I'll have to get the number from the hotel. You can't even get on the internet?
Did you hear that last comment? You can't even get on the internet. There's no power in the house. Anyway, we're going to go fight. All right, so you're not going to believe this. The whole power is out in the whole town, like from here till the next town. So the whole base is off grid. It's just crazy that it's all right now. There's a big power outage on the base. I went to get a coffee up the road once Ashley got here in the truck, and I can't get one because the power's out. So the power's out like in the whole town. So what would you do? Because I don't know what I'm going to do. Other than be bored. We're fine, but I would like to have that coffee. Anyways, so Ashley probably did have the date right. But don't tell her. See you later.